Alright guys, how's it going? Awesome Soul here, and today, upon request from a few people in the comments, I have made myself a flying missile bot. This was an old bot that I had made for around the Mark IV range, I believe. So I want to see how well this works. So far, it's been working out pretty well, but, well, that happened. Usually what happens is the front gets chewed off, or all of the rotors get chewed off. It's neither, either or, really. Oh well. Anyways, so there are a few changes coming very soon, and that would be a brand new buff to Plasma, Flak, and a nerf to missiles, which I guess I can see why that is, but personally I don't think they're quite as strong as people say they are. Now let me explain that before all of you jump down my throats. The real reason why I feel they're not quite as strong as everyone says they are, mainly, is because with the new release of any part, everybody's going to want to be playing that part, obviously. Down to 5%, jeez. That's not good. So everyone's going to be wanting to play the part. Same thing with Flak when that first came out. So obviously, everybody's going to be using missiles. Or at least a large, unproportional chunk of what the usual player base would be for any given weapon. But if you notice, a full volley of missiles, by itself, very rarely, if ever, kills somebody. You need a second volley of missiles from another person to actually take them out. So alone, it's not powerful. So if you're caught out by yourself, you're probably not gonna do too well. But obviously, since everyone has missiles, you just got like swarms of like 24 missiles flying towards one target. And obviously, when you have 4 players, whatever, I can't math, it's late. But anyways, you got the idea. If you have like 4 or 5 players firing all of their weapons all at once at somebody, you're going to be doing a massive chunk of damage. So, yeah, there's that, but I don't know. We'll have to see how exactly they're going to nerf them, because Mark didn't say how he was going to nerf them. He just said he's making changes to them. I think that's the wording he used. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so with that, I will do a little cut here, and we'll go into another match. Alright guys, hold tight. And we have returned. Hopefully, this match will go a bit more smoothly than last time. I'm sure you've probably noticed the massive frame rate drops that's going on here. And when it ended last time, Fraps does not seem to want to be playing nice with me anymore. Unfortunately, might have to look into something else. You served me well, Fraps, but I think your days are numbered for whatever reason. You don't like recording Robocraft. Actually, a lot of people have been having trouble recording Robocraft lately. I'm not sure if that is Fraps, because I think somebody else was saying that they had big problems with another software as well. So I don't know what's the deal, FreeJam, but you got a massive problem on your hands. And it's probably not even FreeJam's problem. It's probably, or maybe it is. Maybe it's, I don't know. Whatever. Because I don't think it was right when the Unity 5 update was. I think it was a little later. Anyways, I'm getting kind of off track here. So yeah, we're going to be getting a Plasma buff and a Flak buff. So I think that's going to be really cool. Because the reason they were saying it is, the reason they didn't buff Plasma anytime before was it was really good on flyers. Obviously, plasma bombers are a thing for a reason. So yeah, they were definitely the go-to weapon for flyers. And the reason they didn't buff them is because they had no really strong anti-air options. But now that, I'm totally screwed here. Now that we have flak and missiles, they can actually make them a bit stronger. At least, that's what Mark was saying. So who do we have here? Ooh. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's a... Huh. That's a pretty cool bot. Like a T-stick with a missile pod on the back. Nice. So yeah, what I'm really hoping for is a big buff to Mega Plasma, and a regular buff to normal Plasma. Because Mega Plasma definitely needs it. When you're spending that much CPU on... What the hell just happened? Okay, well, that happened. Anyways, where am I at? Decent, I guess. Yeah, when you're spending that much CPU on a part, you want it to function well. Like, now that we have these huge, quote-unquote, heavy weapons that are, in my opinion, actually worth the CPU, well, kinda puts a damper on these so-called mega weapons, because they're not really that mega anymore. Hopefully when Phase 2 hits, we'll see that turn around. And also, brings up a point, when Phase 2 hits, I definitely do see that the missile launcher would have needed a nerf if it hadn't have had one already. Because, as I was saying before, with the missile launcher by itself, you can't really kill anything that easily. But, with, say, a missile pod and 4 rails, you could easily kill something, all by yourself. However, they did say that, you know, all parts are going to get a big CPU increase. So, maybe you can't even fit that many on. Because, I mean, missile launchers hogging up a large portion of your CPU. And they didn't really say how much of a increase the regular size parts are going to get. Are they going to be buffed up to like 300? I highly doubt that. I really hope they don't. No, I can't see that. Maybe just doubling to like the 60 or 70 range. I don't really see them going any higher. I definitely don't see them going any higher than 100 at least, I guess. Fingers crossed, please? I don't know. Yeah, another thing I did want to touch on before I end the video here was flak. Now, I tweeted out to Mark, I don't know how many of you saw it. There was a reply to one of his tweets? I can't remember which one. Anyways, basically, it was me just saying that, have you thought about making flak able to shoot down missiles? Because flak kinda lost a lot of the spotlight when missiles were introduced. Because they're really good at anti-air, and they're also good at anti-ground too. Whereas flak is good at anti-air, but only at mid-range and close range. It's freaking godlike at anti-air. But anything else, if it's ground or long-range air, it's useless. And missiles are good at, you know, long-range and mid-range for both air and ground. So what I felt would be a good idea is make flak into even more of a support offensive weapon, if that makes sense. So basically, you're tasked with taking out aircraft and also taking out the barrage of missiles heading towards your priority targets, like a medic or a megabot, for example. I think that's something that the flak really needs, because as is, when it's only good at doing one thing, and you've got other parts that kind of do everything, I just don't see a lot of people having that much fun using flak. I don't know, what do you guys think? So yeah, what do you think about all the other changes as well? Let me know too. So with that, I will end it here. I've been the Awesome Soul. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.